Good morning. Steve at Steve's Auto Care here again. We are working on a Honda Pilot, a little bit older one. Complaint of this one is overheat, and they want to know why. So first thing I do is check the radiator, and it has no fluid in it. So I noticed that the top of the radiator was wet, so I pulled the cover off, which is there. And then I did a pressure tester. Now this is my shop air pressure tester, and I have a pump style. Problem is, the pump style wouldn't fill it up with enough air because it's got a huge leak, so I couldn't pump it and then check for a leak, so I had to have a continuous flow of air. These are expensive. This little kit is several years ago, over 15 years ago, it was $190, and that doesn't include the adapters. So let's take a look at what's going on here. So gauge says I have it at 90 kPa, which is 0.9, and what I mean by that is metric. If you look at your radiator cap, it says 1.1. That's 1.1 atmospheres. So on kPa, it's 90, or well, actually 1.1 is 110, which is the equivalent of 16 psi, which is most domestics are 16 psi. Why this cap says 1.1, I don't know. Usually, in my experience, Hondas and Toyotas are 0.9, so that's why I'm running it at 0.9. Anyway, it doesn't matter because it's not holding any air. So anyway, like I said, the top of the radiator was all wet, so I sprayed it down with soap. Oh, that scared me. That's my air compressor. But I can't see the fitting or the leak because we got foam right here, but the air is coming up right through the foam. And anyway, so that's how we find leaks when they're so big that you can't pressurize the system with a hand pump. I had to pull out the big dog here. The company who made this one no longer makes it, but it's my understanding that one of the tool companies, and I can't remember who, they now offer a shop air pressure tester. And the reason why these are expensive is because you're running 125 psi, but you're regulating down to 15 psi. So the regulator has got to be fairly good quality and precise. And the other beauty, just like the other hand pump, is you can take the shop air out of it and just watch the air pressure go right down. So that also tells you that there's a pretty gross leak. And this is really nice if the leak, say, is in the back or at a heater core. You can run your air and have it constantly pressurized. And then you can go and like check your heater core fittings, which on this car is not there. It's way down over here. Or if you have rear heat, you can go under the car and check the hoses in the back of the car, way back there, and still have the system pressurized for you. So hand pumps are nice. They're cheap. They're easy to use. But when you have a big leak like this, there's no way you can hand pump it and then check for leaks. So anyway, there's leak detection, coolant leak detection on a Honda Pilot. And thanks for watching. Steve's Auto Care, and we're Steve, and thanks for watching again. Yada yada yada. Bye.